the cover of this particular magazine. I know I'm in the top rung now. So name any two and state your reasons for it.
Femina and Femina Salon and Spa.
Oh, but that's a biased question because how would you know Femina Salon Spa is coming up? I said
Exactly. So how would you know? And how can I say? How can I name it like that? You're not wrong in asking that question. But honestly, if I'm not saying it just to make an answer, but I don't think that you can really that can set a standard of your success and your choices. I think it's something you come to know more from the kind of, if you're able to voice it through the kind of films that you're doing or not, or you're able to work with the kind of directors and people you want to or not. Of course, magazines and all these things are very important. It's another zone, another way of people appreciating you, and that's another standard altogether. But it's very unfair for me to name two magazines and to say that I've arrived. Honestly, I really don't think that way. I'm very happy that film fair. Okay, that's coming from Tanya, film fair.
Yeah, that's okay. Our group, it should all be within the group. But once you're also an actress, you also have to keep up with the kind of appearances that you make. You may or may not like promoting or going to a particular event or a particular party, but I think that kind of increases because it keeps you in the news if you make these appearances. Does it, at times irritate you that now you have to kind of go to places that maybe you don't want to go to? You know what I'm trying to say?
I'll be very honest. I don't think that you've seen me in too many such parties or in too many such events. So I'm little. So you're right. I do give voice to my choices in terms of where I want to be. Where I really want to be, I feel I should. I go there, but I've never been there with a heavy heart or someplace or done something which, off late at least, no, why I'm saying off late, because obviously when you're in this absolutely salad days of a career, you have to make a beginning somewhere, right? So, and you will make mistakes, which of course we still do, but what I'm trying to say is that that's why you will not see me, or you don't see me in too many events or being on every, everyday newspaper or page 3 or something. So I'm very little restricted to the events that I like to associate myself with.
Okay, the last one. Yeah, thank you. The last from my side is, do you miss the simplicity of being a little unknown?
I think I'm still very simple. I'm very desi at heart. Trust me, I am. I'm still somebody who loves having bread pakora and chai. So I think that's very simple. That's and I think my best friends are still my best friends who've been there for like past 15 years. Of course, the little sometimes you want that privacy. Yes, I do miss that. But having said that, I think if that is not there, I'm sure that you'll strike. Arey, nobody's looking at me. I'm not that important. But yeah, I don't get it to an extent. I'm not somebody who loves too much attention, honestly, as a person. But the field that I'm in, of course, you're totally out there. So it's on you how you want to strike a balance between your personality and the industry that I'm working in. So I think I should be able to manage it.
Hi Yami, once again, just now you took two names, Hollywood celebrities' name whom you consider as an icon, So sometimes have you copied them? I mean, कहीं ना कहीं आपने उन्हें copy करने की कोशिश की है, style में, fashion में, anywhere, in any form.
I think मुझे इन दोनों की यही बात पसंद है, वो किसी को copy नहीं करते हैं. और मुझे नहीं, I don't know what is it like copying somebody. I think if I really like something जो किसी ने पहना है और at least if it's something worth inspiring you, why not? इसमें कोई बुरी बात नहीं है. So that's what I think these two ladies especially, I think they're very original, and that's what I like, being original. And I think today's time we're very lucky that we're not restricted to any particular kind of style. We have access to almost, I'm sure, every designer across the globe, and you have n number of stylists in today's time. You have internet, you have all these things. So amidst all that, I think to retain your originality, your personality, with a hint of course, something like that, what we've done, which is different from your personality. I think it's all very interesting. So yeah, so you have everything, just mix and have fun.
I have a question for Tanya. Tanya, tell me, what are the challenges you face during this photo shoot with Yami?
Challenges with me? Okay, I came really late on the set and I just refused to, give me wear those costumes which they decided for me, and I said, no, I'm not going to shoot. Get me first that, get me this, and I went before my backup time. This was the biggest challenge.
Will you share some memorable moments in the
So there were really no challenges at all. When we spoke to Yami, she was nice enough to give us a date very quickly. We figured the looks and we shared those with her. So at the day of the shoot, it went pretty smooth. The real challenge came while selecting the cover image, because like she said, she has a favorite. My creative director had a favorite. I had one. Even the L'Oreal team had a few favorites. But eventually, when we looked at all the images inside, and she's looking lovely, in the fashion feature, beauty feature. This is the one that really stands out. She's wearing burgundy lips. The whole bob look is very dressy. It's very messy. It's very party. So I think it just worked there, and really no challenges other than that. Thank you.
My question is to Yami. When a celeb features on the cover page of a magazine, what does it signify? It signifies that a celeb is growing in his career graph as such, or it's just a good public relation and networking skill for that purpose?
Tanya, would you like to answer that? Because I don't know how to answer this. It's too immodest for me to answer. I think, as far as what I have understood, I think what a cover means, of course it means a lot to the actor, it means a lot to me. This really meant a lot to me. But as far as I'm concerned as a person, I'm sure we had a brief association, I'm sure Tanya knows that I'm not somebody, I really don't know how to answer this. I know it, but I may sound a little immodest. That I'm not somebody who will go out there and I'm a very, जिसको आप बोल रहे हैं, very trying too hard to maintain public relations or something. Of course, एक cordial relation होता है जो almost सभी के साथ है, but इस level पे नहीं है that I want like we met before on an event, but it was absolutely, I think, wonderful meeting her. It was very cordial, but not that it was on the basis of we'll have this in future. This was just not expected out of that meeting or association. तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब आपको इस तरह की opportunities मिले आपके काम के basis पर, और and that's how, yeah.
One important thing when we choose a cover girl is who has come to us and asked for a cover and who has never come to us and asked for a cover. The one who really deserves it is the one who doesn't come and ask for a cover. Is also somebody we choose for a particular theme. We wanted to do the launch issue of Femina Salon and Spa with a very Indian beauty, and she was just that, and that is the reason she is on our cover.
Okay, Tanya, just wanted to say any special words to Yami on your association for the future?
I would just like to ask you one last question. If Femina Salon and Spa were to do a men's special, give me a name. Who would you want to see on the cover?
Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. I think he's somebody who's really evolved himself over decades. I think in this industry, what is really important is to keep evolving with time, with characters, not just with films, but even off screen. If you see him from where he started to where he is right now, I think he's somebody who's shown really everybody different avatars on screens and off screens, and I think that's really commendable, to keep evolving, to keep growing every day. So I'm sure, and he's somebody whom you can relate with every brand, right from up there to a mass brand. So I think he's somebody who can easily, that will be very again, because we went for something like this, because it's so different from me, it'll be very interesting cover, I think.
And someone who we can see paired opposite you? See, I'm pushing you.
Okay, I'm going to fly to Canada. I think they're all great. I think today the amount of newcomers, of course, which of course I'm a part of it, it's amazing to see that there's so much talent, and I also see very healthy competition. I don't see it negative at all. I think it in fact it challenges and pushes you more to work even more harder. You don't take your success of work for granted, because there's everybody out there, so you always need to be on your toes. So it's nice. You got the perfect answer.
Thank you very much for being a part of Femina Salon and Spa cover launch. You are really, really special for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Team Femina. And thank you all for coming. Thank you.
सब लोग यहाँ पे जाइए प्लीज।
यामी जी,
कौन से का और यहाँ पे? इसकी सवाल का जवाब देना है।
अरे नहीं आएगा।
चल स्टार्ट। आसिफ भाई, सोनिया प्लीज स्टार्ट। म्यूजिक ऑफ।
I've already featured on the cover last year and to be featured in Femina's new beauty magazine called Femina Salon and Spa. I think it was an absolutely great experience. I love the team. I love Tanya. I think they had some beautiful concepts and the fact that they wanted to present me in a way that even I haven't seen myself, so I think that was very interesting. And I'm sure you all will like it too.
Yes, ma'am. Girl next door. You have always been introduced like that. Do you ever think of trying and breaking that image and trying to do something different from?
We just did know. You saw the cover?
Yeah, I saw that.
So you think it justified that a bit? No, I don't know.
So
Yeah?
do you really think and try that?
Of course, I
Does
think
it come into
I
your
think
mind?
that's why we did this cover. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful that they came up with this idea, and I got an opportunity to explore that side. And as an actor, I think as much as it's important to experiment with your role, it's equally important to experiment with your looks. Of course, it shouldn't look that you're trying too hard to achieve something, but I think when you have a platform like Femina, they know how to do the right job. So it was perfect.
Okay, what's happening on the professional front? You know, there are two upcoming films of yours, Action Jackson and Total Slap.
जी
उसके बारे में जानना चाहेंगे और एक उम्मीदें हो जाती हैं ऑडियंस की। विक्की डोना के बंदे बहुत ज्यादा
जी
एक्सपेक्टेशन है
जी।
यमी आपसे, क्या कहना चाहेंगे थोड़ा सा फिल्म के बारे में, इफ यू कैन से समथिंग। दोस टू अर्ली टू टॉक अबाउट बट स्टिल।
अच्छा, आपने खुद ही जवाब दे दिया। कितना अच्छा है। बट टोटल स्यापा अभी सिर्फ ट्रेलर लॉन्च हुआ है एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी जिस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स ऑनलाइन मिल रहा है। आई थिंक that's the biggest encouragement. So I'm really looking forward कि फिल्म को कैसा रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा। हमने फिल्म देखी है, ऑफ कोर्स बहुत पसंद है एंड इट कम्स फ्रॉम वेरी इंटेलिजेंट फिल्म मेकर्स। ई निवास ने डायरेक्ट की है एंड फ्रॉम नीरज पांडे हैज रिटन इट एंड it's Ali Zafar and the whole team. It was an absolutely delight to work with all of them. और इस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स भी मिलना तो ऑफ कोर्स it's very encouraging. And for Action Jackson again, I'm going to start shooting this month. और बहुत excited हूँ to work with Ajay sir, Ajay Devgan and Prabhu sir is going to be directing it. So it's going to be something again very different and I'm really looking forward to it.
You're not excited working with Sonakshi Sinha?
Of course, why not? She's a fabulous actress. Why not?
You didn't mention her name, no?
You just asked me to tell you in brief.
Fine. Okay, tell us why Yami? Why not somebody else? I hope you take it on a positive note.
आपने पूछा नहीं, but I took it on positive note.
This magazine is all about trends and beauty trends, and we will be looking at a lot of international trends. So when we were looking at a cover girl for the launch issue, we were very clear we wanted an Indian beauty for it. And well, Yami is. When I met her about 3 months back, I have to tell you, someone asked her a question about her being girl next door. When I saw her, my eyes popped out, and I'm a woman. She is beautiful, this girl. So when we looked at her, we said she's lovely. Let's try and work with international trends and see how they will show on an Indian skin tone, on Indian hair texture. So when we worked with her, we realized that we can do really funky, fun stuff, and it can be all Indian. So that's what we realized with Yami, and we achieved it with her.
Okay.
Okay, Yami, talking about your films, like your first one had been a hit, the other two films are also in pipeline. Do you feel, in a hurry to get successful, or do you want to just let it go easy and take your time?
I think if I would have been in hurry, of course, I would have had. I wouldn't have taken a little time to sign my next film. I took my time. And I'm not in hurry at all. I'm more here to have a certain quality and body of work than the quantity of films that I've done. I think that's more important. और आजकल की audience भी बहुत इस चीज़ को acknowledge और appreciate करती है. They respect you for the kind of work that you want to do. और and I'm very happy कि जिन फिल्मों के साथ मेरा नाम जुड़ा है that I'll be working on them and I'm really hoping that people will enjoy these films.
Done.